Hi guys, Artiar here. So this video here is about Nyles again, and Nyles currently just go live in our global server and he gotten a massive buff. So this buff here is actually very massive. It's not something small buff like a small tweaking around. It's actually very massive. So the first one is each stack of the Itro stack now reduce 8% instead of 5%. So what this means is now instead of the maximum output is limit the enemy max HP reduction by 50%, is now 80%. So you don't have to rely on, like, let's say another Iki to actually help you max HP reduction until fast. You only need Nyles himself. He can actually do max HP reduction to 80%. It also means that it makes enemy max HP reduce faster. 8% upgrade from a 5% is very massive, right? 80% max HP reduction now, and then you can still stack with the Iki max HP reduction, makes it to 100% a lot more easier and faster. And then the another effect here is the Dragon Stance, which is the passive. So now the passive here, instead of one revive, you revive 3 times now, maximum up to 3 times. And all this buff here is not Reso based. Every buff here is at R0. So which means the moment you get Nyles for 1 copy, you'll get all the buff here. Alright, so we can take a look here. Now the revive here, this is a R01, right? Now every time you revive, you're gonna recover back to 100% HP, and then you can trigger this up to 3 times. And I tested this revive because this revive is prevent himself from dying, which means Moriyama multi-attack slash here will only hit 1 revive from Nyles. Okay, so Nyles had 3 revive in the base kit itself, and now the Itro debuff here is 8% per stack instead of 5%. So it is 8% is also very massive because it directly nerfs the max HP skill as per damage and also survival, like Lien, Sakura, Tyrael, Pinda, all these things that is based on max HP. Their effectiveness is getting reduced a lot more faster because it's basically almost double the speed. Okay, so I did summon for Nyles, and I summoned Nyles to R6, but I did not trigger the Reso yet. I only trigger his Reso until R1, and I have been doing perfectly well in a lot of content. PvP content. Alright, so this is the current Nyles I'm using. It's a max skill Nyles. It's a D3 Nyles because I want the additional damage. I want the most importantly is actually the stats. So you go to D3, you can actually level up to get another 900 attack and 3800 HP. It plays a very important role. Do you want to go for D5 until D6? This really depends on do you want to get the 10% base thing, okay? But this is more like min-maxing, so I just go for D3 at the moment. And then the resonance here, I am able to go until the highest, but now I just want to make content first, so I go until R1. So why I stop at R1 is because I want the stack to be faster, so I can actually show the effectiveness of the buff and also reduce the enemy healing. So if the enemy healing is getting reduced, so they are having a harder time to remove this Itro debuff, right? So I did try him in PvP already, in Point War and also Beat Bout, and I want to show you in Point War. It's actually doing perfectly well. I know my Point War rank is a little bit low because I've been slacking in PvP, but I did try a lot of things. Alright, I even fight like the full R6 team here. We can go back to the record, and then I want to show you one of the good one that I'm actually interested. It's going to be this team. It's a R6 Moriyama, R6 Suji, R6 Momo as well. Okay, then this Moriyama is R6 level 70. So what happened here is very interesting. It really showed out how good Nyles is from the buff, which is the 3 HP revival buff. It's actually very, very good. Okay, so what I did, this is the team comp I actually tried in Point War. So Tolan actually just pew pew. Alright, then Moriyama is gonna slash later on. Alright, I apply with Avatara, apply debuff. Look at the 8%, it's actually very massive. Alright, Moriyama is gonna slash someone, S3, it hit on Zihe instantly died. This is very common sense, it's very normal situation. Now Moriyama is gonna slash on my Nyles. My Nyles prevent him from dying and self-revive for 1 time. And because he triggered a passive self-revive, he's actually able to spam 1 S3, doing damage and also reduce the enemy max HP as well. Now they are trying to kill my Nyles, and my Mario is slowly healing it back. Now it killed my Nyles again. Nyles triggered a second revive and cast another S3, applying more max HP reduction to them and also do damage. Now all of them is actually dead, but got saved by Suji's funeral, right? So after they take their turn, they will die. Okay, that S3 actually also kills Moriyama and instantly trigger Moriyama's R4 effect. So he needs to kill someone for him to actually survive. Alright, so when Maria here apply another thick amount of shield and heals. Then Moriyama S3 again to Nyles, but Nyles managed to survive, and that's all. Okay, so that is a very good showcase. Then there's a few more as well. You can see here, all the victory here is actually fighting with R6 Moriyama as well, or some low Reso Sig. Alright, so let me show you, let's say, this one here with a Tyrael here, but this Tyrael here is actually only R2, and enemy Moriyama is R5. So what happened here is also the same thing. They apply all the debuff first, and look at it. Look at the enemy 12 HP, only remaining 20% because of 10 stack of the Itro stack, and also Moriyama here only left like a little bit HP here. It's very massive of the buff. It makes the max HP reduction a lot more effective. And I pair with Avatara, so it can actually do a lot of damage and apply stack as well. Now, even though I'm on co-web, if they fail to actually kill my Nyles instantly, then I'm still able to revive because I have the passive to revive, right? Then my Zihe here is doing the job to actually stone them and also help me absorb the damage from Momo counter attack, all this thing. So all I need to do is wait for the moment for Nyles to take the turn. And look at this. Iki 20% max HP reduction instantly make their max HP into 1 because he reduced 100% of their max HP. Right, so basically Moriyama here, anyone touch Moriyama will also die. Now, so that's the reason why Moriyama triggered the R4 to prevent himself from dying. Then Nyles is going to take the turn removed from the co-op. So he takes the turn away, so he no longer getting the passive reduction. And now let's take a look at Moriyama, what happens to it, because he only have 1 HP here. He getting limit by the max HP reduction. Moriyama's gonna take his turn, trying to slash someone, slash, and he died. Cause he failed to kill Nyles because Nyles got a revive built in his passive, right? And everything I'm showing here, I only is using Nyles for R1. Alright, so let me show you a few one as well. So let's say this one. This is a R6 Tyrael, which is one of the most annoying team comp with Yukine combination with also Maria here. And we're gonna take a look how effective Nyles is going to counter against R6 Tyrael. So as usual, I apply the debuff, and because they have cleansing from the Spirit Aegis, now you look at Tyrael. 80% max HP reduction makes Tyrael poke not that pain. Okay, we're gonna see. Take a look at the Tyrael S1. It's not really that pain. Whenever I do anything or I get co-op, the damage from Tyrael is not going to be high. And not to mention I have Zihe here to help me damage it as well. Look at it. Only 47k from a Tyrael R6 because I have 80% max HP reduction makes Tyrael not able to do a lot of damage because Tyrael relies on max HP as well. Okay, then my Nyles here cast S3. Going to co-op is fine. Look at Tyrael's damage on Nyles, only 42k. I managed to tank down the damage from the Maria shield. Okay, then my Zihe here just continue to stone them and apply damage taken increase and also the damage deal reduction, all this thing. Now you can see Tyrael can't even kill away my Chuyao, all thanks to the max HP reduction, directly counter against Tyrael. But now, if the Tyrael team have another DPS to kill Nyles while he have co-op, then Nyles will die. But the problem is I built Nyles with Spirit Aegis, so Nyles can actually block a lot of damage, and not to mention I have Maria here and Zihe. So Nyles still die because of the co-op, right? Then because the Tyrael here already get 80% damage max HP reduction, so Tyrael only left 20%. And not to mention my Iki here haven't triggered the max HP reduction as well. So now we need to wait for Iki to trigger his max HP reduction, makes Tyrael only left 1 HP. Okay, max HP reduction, look at this. Tyrael only left 1 HP. So basically Tyrael now is very vulnerable to any damage, and that 5000 damage is from Iki's passive, and Tyrael just died. She dies to the Iki passive all because 80% max HP reduction from Nyles, and then Iki apply another 20%, makes it to 100%. 100% max HP reduction makes you basically only left 1 HP. Alright, then of course I'm gonna have a field combination, field moment. You can see this. How am I gonna win this team, right? R6 Moriyama, R6 Sig, R6 Tyrael, everything is level 70. Obviously I'm gonna lose for this. But if you're looking for the team that as long as they don't have all this meta PvP as per, you're basically gonna win. I'm only using this team comp is level 70 on Nyles, level 70 on Maria, the rest here is level 60 only. Okay, and the moment you see this team something like this, you can just quick battle. Is directly a win because they have not enough burst power to actually kill away your Nyles. Okay, I found out a few weaknesses about Nyles. If you want to really kill Nyles, you need some continuously burst damage instantly until Nyles is not enough time to proc all the revive. For example, Sig and Meta Alexa or Revive Team Com that can actually keep on getting rid of the max HP reduction, or else R1 Nyles or R0 Nyles can actually solo a lot of the PvP meta Team Com. Because a lot of them, for example, the Yukini Team Com is max HP skilling, the Tyrael is max HP skilling, there's a lot of max HP skilling Esper, and all those were directly getting countered by Nyles. Okay, so the same thing. I know my power is a bit low, but you can still see some high reso one, something like this one here. Quick battle it, and I'll still win. Right, we can take a look here. Nyles and Iki is doing the damage here. Okay, then we can just keep on looking for it. Like this one here is directly a win. Right, so it's a very hard counter against Nyles, especially when I'm at lower point war, and especially when everyone is playing with the Yukini Team Com. Nyles is directly countering against the Yukini Team Com because they are max HP skilling. Right, for example, something like this with a high reso Sig, I quick battle it, and with the level 70 Suicide as well, I will die, is because they have a burst damage to kill my Nyles. We can take a look at the replay here. This is how you actually kill Nyles, because if you have burst damage and actually explosion damage within a short period of time and actually burst away Nyles HP fast and a revive proc as well, then Nyles will lose. Alright, for example, like Suicide doing the counter attack, we have Sig here to keep on applying the Echo Scar, doing the Echo Scar damage as well. Then when your burst damage is actually high enough, you get rid of the other teammate and not enough healing for Nyles, then Nyles will just lose. Alright, Suicide apply like more Echo Scar. So now there's 6 Echo Scar now. Nyles revive, cast S3, but triggered by the Echo Scar. So many Echo Scar damage, and Nyles just keep on proccing all the revive and instantly lose. So something like this combination, for example, like Sig with Suicide or Sig with Tyrael, is a very good counter against Nyles in terms of like burst damage wise, right? But as long as they don't have too much of continuous burst damage, then it's actually a free win for you. Like Moriyama, Jiangjuli, Suicide, Sujie, they are more like a one-time thing burst damage. They are not continuous type of burst damage, right? So basically that's it. What I want to show. Of course, I'm out of ticket now, but Nyles at R0, the buff is massive. Alright, so if you're still wondering should you get Nyles, I will say Nyles now is completely broken or strong just based on the lower reso. Okay, I will try the difference, like let's say I go to R4, I'll make another video, but for now R0 to R1 is actually a very good value to actually invest on the Umbra Esper, and for the Divinate here I will recommend is actually D3. Alright, feel free to comment down what you guys think about this buff. Does he deserve this buff? And what do you guys think about it? Alright, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.